Hey guys, how you doing? Mike Tannic back here with more Hearts of Iron 4 La Resistance, where we are trucking along still as the Spanish Commune. Now guys, I have kind of a confession. I don't know if it's a confession, an admission. So this is the second time I'm recording this episode. The first time did not go so well. And guys, I should not have underestimated this. The fact that Portugal is guaranteed by the UK, and they apparently take that seriously. So, started out great. I thought, hey, Britain comes in maybe after I beat Portugal, I can just, negotiate a white peace of some sort, but no. Within about 5 minutes, I was at war with the Allies, and France came crashing down on our capital, and I have not sworn that much ever on camera or on video, I should say, because I'm not technically on camera. But that should say a lot to anyone who's followed this channel for any amount of time. I was furious. I was 45 minutes in of an otherwise stellar episode, knocking it out of the park, and then all of a sudden I lose. We're on episode 11 and I lose. I don't lose, guys. I'm good at games. I swear I'm good at games. I really am. So this is not going to happen. So we have another plan. Instead of invading them, we are going to turn them communist. Now, I do have to address a couple viewer comments. Both of them make a good point. Friend of the channel, Ferris, pointed out that we do need to try to turn France communists before the war kicks off. Now, here's the problem with that, guys. To boost ideology these days in La Resistance, we have to have an intel network covering the entire country. So we would have to start in Paris, and we do have 2 intel operatives, so we could work, simultaneously to get this done. But I don't know that we would get it done in time. We're going to see. Right now, they are stuck doing infiltrating the civilian administration in Portugal, which is good, and which we also cannot cancel. We can't cancel doing that, but we're going to have to make a decision whether we want to turn Portugal red or turn France red. We could go for it and try to get there before the war kicks off, guys, but I don't know. I mean, we do have a year and some change before Germany invades, because I do have it set to historical. So we're going to see which country we're going to turn red after our operatives are done with infiltrating the civilian administration. The second comment from Wendy DeLise, I believe I'm saying that right, rightly pointed out that with our port defense brigades, I did kind of make a mistake here. Well, in a way. The point here was, she said that I used 10 army experience to provide a support company for engineers when I could have provided a artillery battalion instead, which would have boosted its stats quite a bit more. In fact, a lot more. For half the cost. And you know what? You're right, because I'm so used to building regular mainline divisions, trying to build up to a certain combat width that, I forget that, I don't necessarily need those support companies as they are in smaller, purpose-driven units, such as a port defense unit. It has a very specific purpose. The reason I did that was simply because I wanted the entrenchment, because defense is their biggest ally, and digging in is their biggest ally when it comes to defeating naval invasions, and it's really a matter of outlasting them. So, yes, I could have actually done that possibly to greater effect, and in the future, I will keep that in mind, and I might actually make that change. Well, it's too late now. I already spent it, but in future purpose-driven units, which we are going to have, I will keep that in mind, and we are going to go ahead and get rid of this template. So thank you for those comments. I do appreciate it. And well said. Good points. So we got the national focus. All must do their part. And that is going to open up recovering from Civil War decisions, which are long overdue, which I already saw, and I'll show you. It's kind of tedious and time-consuming. But next, we are going to do lessons from the Civil War, which will remove the disbanded army national spirit, which is a real negative one, as well as give us 2 times 100% research bonus for land doctrine. Excellent. So, here we go with our decisions. Well, I guess it kicks over. So, this is what each of these are. It's essentially just eliminating guerrillas from every single part of our country. And doing so will give us a core on that. Because right now, they're right. We have no cores. Sorry, wrong one. We don't have any cores anywhere, as far as I can tell. Yeah, we do not have cores anywhere. And I'm guessing that's because we're technically a new country. We are no longer the communist rebels. So we are a government with no cores on any of our territories, and that is a bad place to be, guys. A very bad place to be. But what we need for that is to stockpile 2001 infantry equipment and have more than 10 army experience. So it's spendy, guys, and we can't just get that by, you know, exercising our troops. That's a lot. So that's going to have to start to take place after we are at war, or unless we get a really good advisor who could possibly give us daily support for unaligned. Yeah, who could potentially give us a bunch of army experience, which I'm not seeing any of them here. Yeah, that's that really is too bad. Military theorist, maybe him. He could, but the problem is we already completed the focus masters of our own fate, so I'm guessing he is permanently out of our grasp, which is too bad, because apparently we just don't get a military theorist at all, because we only have the one guy, which is really disappointing. I thought we would have more options than that, but that's kind of where we're at, guys. So rather than a hot war here, we are going to have to do some plotting and scheming to get these guys on our side, and it's going to be a soft takeover, I think. That's, I believe, what the way forward is going to be. And also to get into the Comintern is our new goal. And I know I flip-flopped on that, guys. I know I said that they're going to be our enemy. But right now, we are just kind of flapping in the wind. Because, I mean, let's see. Open the country list. Who can we possibly get to be our ally? Communist China, possibly, you know. We could cozy up to them. We could get a non-aggression pact. That would be great. I mean, that could come back and bite us in the ass if and when they go to war with China. Regular China, that is. Don't want to send an attaché. We could send an attaché to China to get our army experience up, but I do want to change up some of this. I do want to change over to limited conscription, because that will, yeah, that will not actually give us any negative effects. Of course, if we go up from then we get negative effects. But right now, we could definitely use that manpower, especially since we are going to be building divisions like crazy. Yeah, I mean, look at all these units we have training, and that's going to really start to sap our manpower soon. So I would like to do that first before we start sending attachés anywhere. As far as building goes, guys, we now have a full line of 15 factories, and we're about to have 16, hopefully. So let's go ahead and start to build some military factories. We have 80 infrastructure there. That's excellent. Let's build some more towards the center. We'll do Madrid, Guadalajara, and let's see. Yeah, Ciudad Real. Perfect. Because we do have to start to get this this equipment situation under control. We're not building any planes, guys. And, you know, it's hilarious. Like, it was almost like a Monty Python thing or just really bad humor. Like, I attacked Portugal, and I was making great progress. You know, I almost had them, I was getting them wrapped up in the first week. And then Britain joins the war. I'm like, okay, it's fine, guys. It's fine. Don't worry. I got this. And then all of a sudden, they called Canada into the war. And then all of a sudden, guess what? Portugal joins the Allies. And who are the Allies, you might ask? How about everybody? Apparently everybody is in the Allies. Because that little alarm thing just kept going off, and then the U.S. was on us, and then like every country, South Africa even joined in, and who else? Like all these other smaller countries started just piling on me. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I happen to forget that France, yes, France, I somehow forgot France was in the Allies. And I'm sitting down here beating the British at Gibraltar. I'm like, haha, we won. And then all of a sudden, the French are marching into Madrid. And I'm like, oh, we just lost. So I'm not going to stick with this episode. I was thinking, I'm like, well, maybe we start a new campaign. I'm like, no, I'm not suffering that embarrassment. And then, of course, I came and told you guys about it, and I could have got away with it, and no one would have ever known, and I would have taken that to my grave. But that's what happened, guys. Okay, so good. We do need close air support as well. We are falling far behind on airplanes. Well, most notably because we're not actually building any right now. And what are we lacking? Aluminum? Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and stop trading for oil and get that factory back. We're not using it right now. And what does that do for our production? We must be pretty close. Yeah, okay. We now have 16 factories working. Not bad. And when is this going to be done exactly? Okay, 1 May 1939. Alright, not bad. So we are going to start to get our equipment situation under control. Now, let me make sure that tank is training, correct? We did get our very first armored division. I'm sure you guys caught that when I was blabbing. And I believe he went up north here. Okay, excellent. Yeah, these guys aren't much to look at yet. They do need to be filled out to 20 width, as well as I want to get them a maintenance company. Right now they have artillery, which now, in hindsight, all this isn't really necessary, but that's okay. I was really excited to go to war and just get an easy win here, but yeah, that has to change. And I believe, you know what, if Portugal goes red enough, they might not. The British might stop guaranteeing them. And I think they only started guaranteeing them after I had started justifying war against them. So now I thought we were improving relations with the Soviets. And that seems to be ticking up by itself. Actually, is it ticking down? I think it's ticking down. Yeah, I want to go ahead and make sure we stay good with them, because when the world tension limit does get up there, then we are going to ask to join the faction. We need 10 more. And or get rid of the recovering from Civil War. National... It's not focus. What is it? A spirit. National spirit. Yeah, guys, we got to get rid of that thing. That thing is just screwing us up all over the place. It's bad. It's bad. So, yeah, I'm thinking, what are we going to do with the Munich Agreement? Yeah, they are going to demand the Sudeten territory. So, yeah, after we finish our limited conscription... Well, you know what would do us the most good right now? More manpower, because we are okay on manpower. Oh, boy. So Albania just submitted, of course, like they do. I'm really thinking maybe we do send attachés here. I mean, I wish we could send volunteers, but we need at least 30 divisions, which we're almost there, actually. We have 25. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and send an attaché. Yeah, let's do that, because the military, the army experience right now will help us start to do some of these decisions here, so we can actually start to get that recovering from Civil War off our back. All right. Okay, they still got 32 days to go here. And that's fine. So yeah, they're in the middle part of this. They are in the apply charms phase of the operation. Shouldn't take them too much longer. And this is the most dangerous part, guys. This is where they could get caught. in the middle parts. Okay, so now they are exfiltrating. And well, they can get caught at any stage of this. Let's just put it like that. But I believe the actual operation itself, what they're doing, is what is the most dangerous. So yeah, rather than do this next operation, make resistance contacts, we are going to start to dig our claws in. Now, with France, I don't believe we actually... Yeah, unfortunately, our intel network just collapsed because we didn't stay on top of it. And that's the other bit, guys, that's going to be really hard to do with only 2 operatives trying to cover all of France. You know, as we're building up an intel network in one area, it's degrading in the other. So we're going to have to kind of shift around and maybe just have one agent building the networks while the second agent jumps around and maintains them. Because that's going to be a real trick to pull off before the war starts, considering how long it takes us to build the intel network. And guys, what's crazy to me, I still haven't figured this part out yet, why they're not gaining experience. And it could just be because they're not... Maybe operations are the things that give them experience. I guess we'll see afterward. But on another note, we have codename Kissy Lips here, real name Fernando Hernandez. We don't have an agent codename for Camila Aranda, the grandma here. And I will leave that one up to you guys. So I am open to suggestions for agent names. Kissy Lips, I'm firm on. Kissy Lips stays. He's going to be there, and I'm not changing his name. So don't ask. Okay, so we got 2 port defense units. And you know what? For Wendy, the more I think about it, the more, I screwed that up. I should not have put the support unit in there. Probably would have been better off with artillery, but again, you know, it's a matter of your doctrine, your play style. To me, entrenchment is very important. Okay, right. These guys need their own army, so they are going to belong to the Port Defense Command. All right, and I'll get you in there as well. And let's see. We should give them... Oh, Field Marshal. Huh. I didn't know we had a second Field Marshal. All right, well... We'll put him in. Max entrenchment +1. Okay, that's good. That's actually really good, considering... See, Wendy, entrenchment. Told you. Ha. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So that'll give us extra entrenchment. That helps us a lot, actually. Because that guy isn't really good for much else. I don't like the old guard trait, guys. It's... Especially if you're trying to build up, like, develop a general. It's the most maddening thing ever. Because he can be there in combat for like 2 years straight and finally get just, 1 perk, 1 up. Okay, so let's keep it rolling here. Did I set my planes to train? I don't believe I did. I hope I didn't, because I'd be burning fuel needlessly. No. Okay, they're all good. They are all good. So I'm happy with that. How many more days over here? Okay, 15 more days, and they will be done. And how much experience are we getting from that? Not a whole lot, guys. We're not getting much experience from the Chinese. Or at least as much as I thought we would. Now, we now have 27 divisions, so... Shouldn't be too long before we can send volunteers. I would actually like to do that. That gets us the most experience. And, yeah, because it actually looks like the Japanese are losing up here. Yeah, look at this. Actually, yeah, it looks like the Chinese pushed them back. Yeah, control of China. Okay. So the Japanese are having rough times. Rough times over there, indeed. Okay, wait a minute. We already have enough political power. I did send an attaché, correct? No, I did not. They will receive... Oh, division organization +2, planning speed +10. Okay. Yeah, let's send it. Oh, it was declined. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Pardon me, I didn't think that... Oh, okay. I thought we were just a little bit cooler than that, but I guess we're not. Just trying to help slash spy on you. Huh. Okay, well, you know what? Screw them. We have better things to do anyway. Let's go ahead and get our infantry equipment up. As a matter of fact, we should... Yeah, we gotta... Oh, I didn't upgrade our artillery. Upgrade the artillery, Mike. We are good on support equipment, so let's take that down by 2. Put 1 into our improved artillery and 1 more into infantry equipment. Because I do want to get enough infantry equipment stockpiled so we can start to knock out those decisions to get the Civil War thing removed. Yeah, but we do need army experience, so you know what we're going to do? Let's improve relations with China. And I think after that they will likely accept our attaché. And while that's happening, we can go ahead and make some changes here. Since, you know what, we are building armor, we might want to get... Yeah, we might want to get the tank designer. Well, okay, that's for infrastructure construction speeds, synthetic resources, and industrial research. Industrial research, electronics. Okay. No need for a commander just yet. Support equipment designer. Support unit research speeds. Artillery designer. We're not researching any of these things yet. So, no need for that. Raiding fleet designer. This could be useful once we start to get... Yeah, once we start to actually build ships. But for now, you know what? Let's go ahead and just get her for the research speed. No reason not to. That's going to help us a lot considering we only have... Yeah, 4 research slots. We are working on getting a 5th, but it's going to take a few more focuses. Alright, fighter and naval bomber. I know we're not building that, and we're not going to either. Okay, so you know what we're going to do? Since we're not going to war, let's go ahead and cancel the building of all the port defense units and save that infantry equipment. But we are going to continue to build these divisions as usual. Like usual, so. Alright, lessons from the Civil War. Now we got that monkey off our back, so we can actually research land doctrine now. That's going to be useful. And we got rid of the disbanded army national spirit. Next, what we're going to do is repair and expand the dockyards. That's going to give us 4 additional dockyards. Because we are sorely lacking in that department. I think we literally only have 2. Yeah, we have 2 dockyards, guys. That's why we've been working on this damn heavy cruiser since the beginning of the game. And it's already outclassed, but since it is taking so long, I'd rather just finish it and upgrade it later. After it's done. We can go ahead and do that. And, ooh, yeah, I think we are still upgrading another ship from our main fleet, are we not? Yeah, we're refitting one of our battleships. Excellent. So it's going to have a little bit more bang, guys. All right, this should be done by now. Yes, finished. Okay. All right. We infiltrated the civilian administration. So next, guys, next. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start to build an intel network here. Wait, actually, no, hang on. What would it take? Yeah, guys, it would take a lot to get this done in time, but... Huh. We could put one down in Aquitaine. Yeah, I think this would take 3 agents to be able to fully get our intel network through here, guys. Just because of the decay rates, you know, we have to wait until we get a 3rd agent, which is going to be a little bit. So yeah, we'll put both of these guys on build the intel network, and that will actually shorten the time dramatically. Yeah, since they are both working on it. So we can go ahead and get an Intel network completely covering here, then start to boost their ideology, because they're actually primed for it. They're mostly non-aligned, which is like one of the hardest things to pull off in Hearts of Iron 4, unless you get a good advisor like we happen to have. But yeah, they're already 10% communist, so we do have a head start in that department. Right? Pardon. So in the meantime, yeah, we're going to be sucking up to China here. And what is our relation like now? Would they accept an attaché? Well, obviously we do not have the political power. And, yeah, I'm going to let this run a little bit longer before I stop so we can get our political power up. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and kind of see what everybody else is working on besides us. What is France doing? Strengthen the government. And what does that do for him? Where are you? Where are you? Let's see. There we are. Strengthen the government. Weekly stability for them. Okay, that's useful. I wish we had that one. Alright. So that's good. I know Germany, it's May 1939. I know they're working on, they're working on extra research slot. Okay. Great. That's bad news for the rest of the world. Just in case you didn't know. And then after that, what do they get? Rocketry. Okay, well that's a little bit ahead of time, but, you know, that. Oh boy. Yeah, so they're only 2 focuses away. Well, maybe 3 or more, depending on if they've completed this or not. But yeah, they're right there. They're 2 focuses away from, theoretically 2 focuses away from the bomb. Okay, so we did get that done. We got, I believe that was excavation 2. I would like to get fuel refining 2 done, but I don't think. Okay, we're in May 1939, so I do want to get our radar caught up, because we are working on air, right? Yes. Land doctrine. Oh, we already have that. That's right. So, yeah, let's get busy with this. Although, I don't foresee us being in a land war anytime soon. Huh. So we might want to work on some naval stuff and naval doctrine as well. The early cruiser hull. Our cruisers are really out of date. As are our submarines. Decisions. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's time to start. We are going to start building some naval dockyards. So let's go ahead. Well, we did get the 1922 early destroyer hulls. That's no good. Yeah. I do want to start out with our screening ships. Yeah, because if we're likely to go to war with anyone, it is going to be the Axis. And the Axis means Germany, and the Germany means submarines everywhere. So I do want to get our screening ships up to snuff, so to speak. Now, what is our ratio here? Yeah, we're okay. 5 light cruisers, 11 destroyers, heavy cruiser battle. We actually have 2 battleships. One is the one upgrading, so I'm okay with that. But the problem, yeah, well, anyway, let's see what, issue gas masks. That's interesting. And what does that do for them exactly? Where are you? Where are you? I love that you can zoom out now, which was absolutely necessary considering like how much they've expanded these focus trees. Issue gas masks. Well, I'm not seeing it, but there it is. Okay. Gain base war support and stability. Okay. I could see how that works, like if they're issuing it to like the civilian population. And what of our good dear friend Russia? Look, Stalin, look. We need to have another talk. Like I know we went through that whole anti-Stalinist phase where we didn't let you take over the country. So we were just thinking, you know, I was admiring your your hair and your enormous mustache and thinking, you know what, that's the guy for us. Maybe we should patch it up, and you can let us in the common turn so everybody doesn't kill us if that's possible. That whole anti-Stalin stuff, just water under the bridge, right? Water under the bridge. Okay, good talk. All right, Stalin. Right. Yeah, there's no such thing as water under the bridge with Stalin. He kills everybody for even looking at him wrong. So it's going to be a long hike up a hill to get him to trust us again. All right, and how are we doing with China? Okay, that's much better. I bet they'd let us send an attaché now. Different ideology? Yeah, but okay. And how much is this going up by? It's like 2 points a day, so I might just let it run a little bit more. I don't know what the max is, if there is a max. Maybe we could get some other treaties with them as well. Negotiate? No, I don't want to negotiate licenses with them. I do want to negotiate licenses with Russia. Again, I want their post-1940 tanks. I would love to do that. The Soviet Union has strategic reasons not to be friendly to the Spanish Commune. And why is that, friend? Like, we're both communists just because, look, man, we fought on the same side for a while, and then you went and sent your divisions against us, which is weird because it says that, they allow us to join the faction. Granted, if the, world tension was high enough, which it will be soon. I mean, this is going on, June 1939. Germany is going to start to make some moves, as is Russia, if they split up Poland. So that's really going to ratchet up the world tension. So, okay. We're at 35. So I'm going to just let this ride for now because I want to get as high as we can in opinion with them. So hopefully they can allow us to send an attaché, although we do need 100. Yeah, we need 100 political power. So that's going to be a while too. Everything's going to be a while. All right, more infantry equipment, please. And what else are we building here? We seem to have lost a civilian factory along the way somewhere. And I do want to build more because I don't think in the focus is that we are going to be getting any more, at least out of those. So, no, not there, actually. What am I doing? Okay, we'll build them in the 70% areas first. Yeah, we'll get 3 done. What does our infantry equipment situation look like? Okay, we are stockpiling. So that is good. All right. And we need the compliance up quite a bit more as well. So let's see how we're looking here. What is the compliance at? Okay, 35%, almost. So that's the other bit too, is somebody DM me on Twitter and asked me to kind of re-explain the resistance system here. So I'm going to break it down real simple, just real quick, because I know a lot of you guys have, anyone who's been following the series already heard me blab about this. So here's the deal. You see here, yeah, where is it? We'll go anywhere here. Okay, let's turn on resistance. You go to a place with resistance. So down here you have compliance. Up here you have resistance. Compliance is the anti-resistance. And that is the end goal of occupation here, is to get compliance, because that is what will naturally keep the resistance down, lessening the need for these garrisons here. Now, as you maybe you don't remember, but because compliance has gone up so far, these garrisons have dropped by a lot, so that we hardly need any garrison at all. Look at 0.06. We need 0.06 cavalry divisions to man this. And what the only thing that the military does, the divisions that you assign here, they protect whatever structures and infrastructure are in that territory from the resistance should they decide to attack. That is what they do. They don't actually provide any suppression like they did in the original, or not the original, but like in vanilla. They don't provide suppression. They're only there to protect the structures, which is why it is important that you do keep them fully manned and staffed. They need manpower and equipment just like any other division. The only difference is you do not see them. So, and again, look here. Compliance has milestones. So let's say you reach, it says here 13%, then you get a 25% detection chance of detecting enemy operatives. So that's one buff you get. And then if you get it up to 23%, then you get, it's minus 25% required garrison, which is good. And it also gives you an additional 0.5% of the recruitable population in that territory. Up here, you get to around 38%. It says you get plus 10% local resources, plus 10% local factories. Because when you occupy a territory, you don't necessarily get every single building in that territory like you did in the original. So you get up to 58%, or really 60%. Then you get plus 20% recruitable population, and then up here to collaboration government, which I'm not going to get into right now. I will show you later. So I hope that is maybe a little bit more clear. I don't believe I actually said anything different this time, but that's how that works. Yeah, resistance is completely overhauled. You do need units to occupy it, but they're off-map units that you don't see. Italy pursues closer bond with Germany. Italy joined the German Reich, so that ought to ratchet up, yeah, that sent the world tension up a little bit. Okay, yeah, by 1.5%. Alright, come on, guys. We just need 4 more percent. Somebody do something terrible so we can join the Comintern already. What's our relations? Our relations are okay. They're good. They're not great, but they're good. It's okay. Alright, so I'm going to put the hold. I think we're friendly enough with China right now, so let's go ahead and stop improving relations. And that's going to decay to the point where we're probably going to need to do it again before we try to get our military attaches in there. So these guys are certainly taking their sweet time. Okay, well, it has been like 40 some odd days, but yeah, it actually took quite a bit longer. I think it was like 255 days, something like that, to build an intel network with a lone operative. Especially a lone operative whose skill level is only 1. And I am expecting him to... Yeah, we can't boost ideology anywhere. But this will also just be a good demonstration, guys, too, since I am kind of still showing this DLC or expansion off to anyone who hasn't seen it yet. Kind of how the whole intel cycle works here, how we can turn these guys red. You know, it's not as easy as pressing a button like it was before, which I almost miss, but this way just feels a lot more satisfying, like you actually got something done, like you did it right. You know what I mean? Again, how many divisions do we have here? We have 27, 28, 29. We need one more. So who's almost ready? Our armor division's almost ready. We can deploy him. Advanced machine tools. Excellent. Long overdue. Okay, so I think we're done here. I know we could use the oil. But we're going to leave that be for now, and we're not going to do the conversion. We could do excavation 3. That is probably necessary. What, can we do anything here? Okay, guys, let's finally get the radar so I can shut up about it already. Every single time I'm like, we should probably get the radar. Okay, let's assign you there. Now can we send volunteers to get some real experience? Since we're such good friends, you know? Alright, let's see if they'll take us. And how many can we send? 2. Alright. I wish we had mountain divisions. I really do. So what I'm probably going to do is send armor. And obviously an infantry division. Because I don't think China really has armor. In fact, I know they don't. Okay, this guy should be training. Actually, they all should be, but I'm going to put you in a new army. And I'm going to go ahead and pull... Do we have any really experienced infantry divisions? Yeah. We'll get you. And let's get you a good commander. Should we give him the field marshal? Get this field marshal some experience? Yeah. Actually, I would like that. And it's kind of an unorthodox way to do it, but I'm going to do it. So, division recovery rate... Yeah, let's do offensive doctrine because that's what we're going to do. An organization in those mountains over there where we're going to be fighting it's a nightmare. So let's go ahead. Yeah, we'll send that army. Oh, wait. I probably should assign him. There we go. Yeah, poor field marshal in charge of only 2 divisions. Probably hurt his feelings, but that's all right. That's all right. Wait a minute. No. Which one is it? Okay, Janos Galis. So this will be Chinese volunteers. And this field marshal will be under another field marshal. Okay, and let's go ahead and get them sent. We could send air volunteers, but we don't have enough planes to actually do that. Oh, they'll only get shot down. Okay, excellent. So our guys are on the way. And actually, when do they arrive? Did it say? It did not say. Send volunteers. Okay. There it is. They will arrive. Agent killed? No! Oh! Oh, you fucking fuck. Alright, it appears Camila Aranda, one of our agents deployed in Portugal, has made the ultimate sacrifice and died in the line of duty. Reports from the Portuguese sources are naturally sparse, but it appears that Camila Aranda was being tracked by Portuguese counterintelligence. It seems likely that she was about to be captured and either chose death to avoid giving out vital information on her territory. Okay. Pardon me. Damn it! I have a new reason to hate Portugal. God. We didn't even get to give her a clever code name. Oh. You bastards. This is going to take a lot longer now, yeah. Kissy lips, you'll always be my #1, man. You've done so much without dying. I'm so proud of you. God. That is so frustrating, guys. I bet there's intel agency. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's got to be operative training that we can do. Yeah, diplomatic training. Oh, God. Interrogation techniques. I'll find out. There's something in here that allows them to be not so bad at their jobs. God damn it, that's so frustrating. Oh, well. Oh, well, guys. You know what? You win some, you lose some. That's going to be this episode. Thank you guys for following along. I know we didn't get as much done in this episode as I would have liked, considering our agent died, but that's okay too. You know, we're going to get a new agent in 26 days, and we will get Portugal turned red, and hopefully steer them away. Get them so red that the British won't want to have anything to do with them anymore. And we will decide what to do with them at that point. They may decide to join the Comintern. They may decide to join someone, but we're gonna get Portugal by one means or another. So we'll figure that out. If you enjoyed this, please do consider subscribing because there is plenty more to come. So I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.